playing the Stanley Parable, and I actually had to post a video before this stream, cause it happened while I was setting up the game. When it tells you to put in the time, I did that, and it actually had this little message saying like, "Thank you for actually putting the time." Both times you booted up the game, usually people, just put it as 12 o'clock and go on with their day. And it said I could choose any time, my favorite time. So.
This is the story of...
Okay, we already know all that. Welcome back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No.
Yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
I was looking at the,
will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I was looking at the, achievements, and I think it was 430 that you had, the 430 you had to actually click on. I'm gonna do it.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I'm doing this. Wait, what? Oh, here.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
This is funny. I was looking at the achievements, and I'm like, these achievements are so random.
Now, back to door number 437.
They're just like these little things you have to do for the achievement. This is funny.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Wait, 419. It's right here.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Oh my god.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Oh my gosh.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 43. Yes!
Yes!
We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm gonna check the, trophies again. So that we should actually try some of these a bit more. Like some of these, like, just super easy ones. You guys won't be able to say anything right now, but these are funny. Test trophy, please ignore. Don't know how to do that. Commitment. Play Stanley Parable for an entire duration of a Tuesday. This one's just a bunch of 8s. Speedrun. Complete the Stanley Parable under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. All setting sliders to the menu to all the available. Dude! don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. I don't think I'm ever gonna get that, man. Begin the game again. And then we speedrun this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
My best
Stanley
chance.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is just to do it the right way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's
That's
desk
one something
guarded
too.
the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Come on, I think the number changes every time because I don't remember that being the number. So not including loading screens, so
Stanley
good.
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Screw it, I can do it another time. I kind of want to try the escape this time.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Literally just checking that.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. See ya.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Uh-oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yeah, I did know they were different. What? Whoa. On Tuesday, I'm going to leave this game running. I don't know power against aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Yeah. Huh. Narrator emails. I don't... I don't know where I am or how I'm going to get out. It's probably some long ending, but I don't know what to do.
All of his co-workers were gone.
If I do this again...
Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth?
Nah, I'm not doing that.
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
No.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
We're not going to disobey every time, but...
Perhaps he wanted to stop
an
by
idea.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door.
I could take that door, but I haven't yet. But no, we're going this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
We're gonna try to get on that.
Investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Danger
Are you
everywhere.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm colorblind.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Sure.
Skill trees?
Sure.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Okay.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Oh, look, really?
Perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Okay. Did I just soft lock it? I had to restart due to the fact I just soft locked the game.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Time to go back.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Dude, it takes
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
forever
entered
to
the
get
This was
there.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
Wait,
to
I
admire
just
it.
looked down for a second because my net. Where? There.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did I?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you. To
No
show you
buckets
something
past this
beautiful.
point.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Okay, then we
I
just
haven't even
wait
finished
for
building
his...
this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes!
Skill trees?
Sure!
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. a third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite you, and because this button's so annoying.
I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
I saw you really bad at your text.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
So can't
What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
That was the Minecraft door sound.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing, that big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game,
I don't know what the
will
last
be
game was,
phenomenally
but
impressed.
I don't know what the last game was, but I do know what Rocket League is.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
We're playing Rocket
Are you
League in
doing
the
it?
Stanley
Are you
Parable.
winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Whoa. Gosh, wish I would have stayed in Rocket League. This is creepy. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
There.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
What? The voice lines are different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
never
left.
taken this door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Oh.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
I swear it's
No,
still closer.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
See, the voice lines were different last time.
When Stanley... Wait.
Oh.
What? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Who knows what you did? They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Inner guilt. So much to do, but you can't go back to these kind of parts.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Sure, let's see what
I find
happens.
it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Let's go!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I win!
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I say I won.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh no.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see? The line knows where the story
line
is.
trademark.
It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I just looked at
Here's
the
a thought. Wouldn't wherever
subtitles,
we
it
end up be our
says line, which
destination,
is the
even if
trademark
there's no
symbol.
story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
How?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
We were in here, hello.
You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, so now I have to pay attention to ferns.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
This line don't care. We made it back here again. That's amazing.
To us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, God. Another restart. Follow the line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever
Trademark.
done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
No, I want the line.
Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Well, you're forcing me to, so yeah, sure.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
Yeah,
Just
hallway.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
You ready for a horror story? Because that'd be nice. Horror games are fun.
Oh, no, not you again.
Yes,
Stanley,
yes, them
I'd also
again.
like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Oh, I'm good.
No
How about
lines
you?
or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I'm gonna acknowledge the line as much as I can. Uh-oh. Thought the line really too.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Here, the story
Where's the
is in
line?
our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in
That's good.
circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere
Arrow
the place
trade-
where we're trying to
Adventure
go,
Arrow
there must
trademark.
be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to
You're thinking
where
too
we're
much
going?
about this.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our
The line's
destiny
there,
awaits.
I'm going. But I want to follow the line. Find the confusion ending schedule. Narrator restarts the game. Deviate from maintenance room. End up in monitor room. First restart, second restart, third, fourth. Seventh restart. There is no longer an office, simply black space. Okay, wait, where are we? I never forget previous restart. Everybody is prevented. Unable to go anywhere, do anything. The game restarts on its own. Sixth restart. Find the line again. Begin following the line. Find an identical replica of the office and begin to deteriorate. Attempt to make up story here. Narrator resets game. Seventh restart. Why is no one watching? I think you're a good chance. Thank you. Not many people say that. I wish people would watch me more, but it's actually the reason I started making shorter streams, so that actually people would watch through them more. Because I've learned that people like shorter things, like short videos. Here, just
What's this?
Yeah, but thank you.
A confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Seems like it.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Yes, restart.
Well, what if I don't want to forget?
No, let the ending go.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
What this door?
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game.
Why not? I want the ending.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Oh, you're gonna do it.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean
You ruined my speed run.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
No, you just ruined my speed run.
Whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
That's not good.
Will something happen?
Hopefully.
So,
I don't want to sit here.
Okay.
Probably. I'm hoping.
You know, I suppose in some way,
I thought, like,
this is a kind of
I'm planning,
story.
going on with this channel for, like, years. And let it grow slowly. One day, I'm hoping it goes viral. Something goes viral.
I hope that's where we are right now.
I'm not counting on it, though.
Won't we? Eventually.
I just have fun making these videos. Stuff, too. I was in the middle of talking, game. I enjoy making these videos. The main reason I wanted to become a YouTuber is to entertain people, because it's fun. I get to do something I love, and I'm helping other people.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I never really see this being like a long-term job for me.
A set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Did it legitimately restart?
Perhaps
wait, the narrator disappears on the 8th reset, and then I die.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Is this a legitimate reset now?
Following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired
Might as well keep going this way. I'm not gonna go through that door. I'm actually gonna continue this way like last episode.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Who else is it supposed to be about? There's no one else here.
Please,
you don't count.
Stop trying to make every decision.
You're just a voice.
Now, I'm not asking
I'll be back for a second. I'll subscribe to the channel. Oh, thanks. Oh wait, let me see the rest of the message. It got cut off a bit. Where can I see that? Hold on, wait. Display chat. Yeah, dang it. I'm
This is
gonna
it,
have to
Stanley.
look through the
Your
video
chance to
afterwards to see what
redeem
you
yourself,
fully
to
said,
put
but
your work aside,
thanks for
to
subscribing,
let
man.
her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I still don't know who she is,
That's
so
her, Stanley.
last time I unplugged
You
the
need to be the
phone.
one to do this.
Ow! Ow! That's bright. I'm like in an apartment building
Stanley,
now.
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Also,
Okay, there we go.
I can't
All right,
move.
now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think
To
you had a
be
loving
honest, no, I
life?
didn't
They want
expect
to
it.
commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a
Good
point here,
point.
Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
This is
This
the
is a
worst
very
apartment
sad story
ever.
about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Good morning, employee 427. Press square on your computer.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Oh my
He has
gosh.
a job that demands nothing
His
of him.
job is to
And
hit
every
buttons
button
when
that
he's
he pushes
told.
is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons,
Oh,
doing exactly what he's told to do.
turn into a
Now he's
cubicle.
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's
You
going
betrayed
home.
me.
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
So some
From
parts are
behind his
blocked
desk,
off.
Stanley dreamed of wild
The
expeditions
door.
into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that
Okay.
he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to
Oh,
fantasize
come
about his own
on.
job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished
Yeah.
off the face of the
I got it
earth.
for
The
Christmas.
thought excited him terribly.
And I like how I can actually now stream with better quality so my videos look less bad. Please just spend time with the boys, yeah.
So he went further.
That's the most
He
important
imagined
button.
that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
I still will
It
make streams on
barely
PS4
even
though,
mattered
because I
what lay
have
behind each
games that I
door.
can't play
The
on
mere
here
thought
with.
that his
Because I got the
decisions would
disc-free
mean
version.
something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner. Well, if I was allowed by the stove, maybe I would. Or
As
the
he wandered
microwave.
through this fantasy world, he
Or if there
began to fill it
was
with many
one.
possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Okay. Well, everything else has been here. Where's the child?
It was such a wonderful
Oh, right, I
fantasy.
burned that child.
And so in his head,
And
he
the other
relived it
playthrough. Dang it.
again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I swear, you're not my wife. I was just told I don't have a wife. The chair is my wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
That's why I wasn't
Nothing
able
has
to go there.
changed. The longer he
Because I was
spends
there the
here, the
entire
more
time.
invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
So get changed to the door.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
Hate
He won't
Mondays,
stop.
mug.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm gonna prove you wrong. I will listen to you. Okay, maybe there's not a way to Okay.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
I
How
could,
can I
that's
tell
why I
him in a
did.
way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Sure.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
It's weird when I'm the
And
only
I
one
tried
watching.
again.
Yeah,
And
I
Stanley
don't.
pushed a button. And I tried again.
Yeah, I don't really get
And
many
Stanley
viewers,
pushed
but
a
also
button. And I tried.
it reset again. But yeah, I usually get viewers after the stream's already out. Not many people watch live. There was another guy here. He didn't say anything though, and he left. Don't know who they were.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself.
Okay, that's
Am
not
I
done.
sure that the orders stopped coming in?
Good
How
point.
is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Yeah, let's
No.
check.
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Okay, this is a long ending.
Oh, new content? What does that
sweet.
mean, new content?
This game loves these little elevator things. No, it's not an elevator, but these little slidey things go up or down or to the side. Doesn't matter. If it moves you, they like this. Like an elevator, an escalator.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please
There's the new
step
content.
inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
It does.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yeah.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
I would love to jump because I keep trying to hit
I'm
it.
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Every time you hear a key sound, did you just start this channel or make to make money or entertain? Mostly entertain
broken?
people. I never
What's going
expected
on
to
here?
get too
Should
big on
we-
this.
Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go. All right,
Yeah,
finally,
'cause,
at
like,
long last,
I
it's
would like
on to
to
the new
get really
content.
big,
I've never
but I know
been more
I will
ready.
never
Let's
get
do
big
it.
enough to like really have this as a job. So I kind of just decided this is for entertaining people and
I have to
stuff.
say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra
It's
Deluxe
fun to do this,
mostly
too.
tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Content.
All
No
right.
way.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yes! This is amazing. Now this is the content I wanted. Why only in the circle? I want to jump everywhere. Oh. It was fun while it lasted.
Is that it? Surely
think.
that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
No.
Another elevator.
I only got a
I
couple
have
of
to
jumps.
say,
No.
Initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting
That's what
new
I was saying, there's a
content?
lot of
If
elevators.
this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very
Oh, sweet.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I don't think you'll be excited,
That's it?
narrator.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies.
Yeah,
and it's
the
hard to
trophies
believe
are
one
just...
of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore."
There is
what
actually
quality
one.
assurance
That's funny.
department signed off on this? I'm
I
infuriated
see
and I'm
these posts
offended,
for the
and
first
I
time.
intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
This is more, but why can't I
It's
see
my
the
fault,
rest of the
Stanley.
message?
I
I'm
built
gonna have
up
to
too
check
much
on
anticipation around the new
YouTube
content, I'm
on my
afraid.
tablet.
It could never have lived up to such expectations. If
I
you're
just
still
got a
with me,
notification.
why don't we
Probably should
just
silence
reset
those.
the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Yeah, sure.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
We're friends now? I guess we're friends now. Things still don't seem right. Huh.
Psst. Stanley,
Go
come
in the
over
vent.
here.
Yeah.
In the vent. I want to show you something.
I have two watching now. Huh. Looks like we have another friend to join us. Do you want... Yeah, I really do want to enlarge the channel. It's...
Okay, you remember how cheap and
I've
unsatisfying
gotten
the new
1,000
ultra-deluxe
views on
content
one
turned out to
video,
be,
and I got
but it
real
got me
excited.
thinking about the past and how much
And
better the
I started getting
Stanley Parable
hundreds,
used to be.
multiple
So I
hundreds of
made
videos,
something
and I got
special
happy.
and
I
tucked
just...
it away here where
It's
the
exciting
game's
to see that I'm
developers
actually
won't
getting
find
views,
it.
but likes are the
Just
problem.
our little secret. Take a look.
YouTube's really bad at giving it, like, helping your channel grow.
I call it the memory zone.
Memory
It's where
zone.
I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences
Yeah,
like the launch of
been,
the Stanley Parable on PC.
I've been just hoping to grow this
You see,
channel.
Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back
This game
then,
is not
video games
cheap.
had
I got a
integrity.
discount.
Back
I
then,
have a friend,
it all
he
meant
has
something.
making
Waste.
very silly videos. I have some very silly videos. I do some skits every once in a while. I haven't done them in a bit, but usually with my friends and stuff. But we really like just messing around in these. Do you do wait, you do more bench. What? I don't, that message confused me, disoriented me. First dollar. This is the longest ending I've ever worked for.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism.
Don't read any
10 out
reviews
of
except
10
this
from
one.
Destructoid.com.
Yeah, it's okay, bro. It's okay.
James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any
Where's
form
the
of
other
art.
reviews?
Stanley
I don't want
Parable
this review.
strives and
It's
then
too good.
succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how
Spider-Man
grand
was
and all-encompassing the original
thanks,
Stanley
dude.
Parable was. It was literally every
He was
game
actually like the
ever
first,
created.
one of the
It
first
was
viewers
Skyrim,
to like
it was Persona 3,
really
it was all of them.
hang
And
out
now,
through a stream
it's
like
nothing.
this.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
Yeah, I actually have a lot of
lifeless husk
series
with an hour
going
of
on
new elevator content.
on this. Oh dang it, I hear, but okay, I have a lot of series going on this channel at the moment. So yeah, I've been streaming a lot recently. and most of them tried to keep at least like 40 minutes long.
Here's another moving
well,
passive,
at most.
this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
And why is there
it
a 9 out of 10?
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
Maybe
all they had to do was
I
transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
I wonder if this message, all this stuff is different for Xbox. And he says, Xbox. You have one new follower. Oh, sweet. Let's go. Also, is there a way to get in this room is the question. Like, I want to go in the serious room.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh,
but I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
This is the best memory zone. It's the one you don't know.
No. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Let's
Surely
see.
These reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
I was reading
I suppose I could
review.
write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable.
Yeah,
but the game is already
that.
such a densely layered web of profound
I want
philosophical
more
insights that I can't
bad
even
jokes.
imagine where
Come
I
on.
have the room to stick them.
This is the first time I'm seeing them. I guess it's a PS add-on, so there may be an extra section. That probably says something. Oh, another one. Dang it, it's all blurred now. Oh, here we go.
Let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse
This
to
is
begin with.
definitely a real
I don't know
user
how
or
much fluff
something.
I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
All this stuff is actually like real reviews, I'm guessing.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I... What's this one got to say?
Yeah, how are you? You haven't spoken in the chat.
Anything, so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
I do wish there was a skip button at times.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If
Wait,
I'm
we
truly
can?
too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Bet, finally.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Bet.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue
I
full
wonder
of
if I could have
unnecessary
listened to
verbal
it.
flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay,
Should
so
be
my
someone your
theory
family
is
was
that any
watching.
choice you've ever made
No,
is simply a
I have
series of
doubts
choices
because
made by the person who
parents
you
don't really
are,
watch
or
YouTube. My
were,
little
or will
brother's
be
way
at the
too
time of
young,
having
so
made said choice.
even
That is to say, if by
he's bad at
articulating a
reading.
choice you've already made,
Joke,
you
yeah.
bring that choice into being, then by
Kind of wish
making no
someone,
choice and
and
saying
some of my
nothing, are
family
you not
really
simply
helped with this.
erecting in the
I know my brother
sanctuary of
used to
time
have
a
a channel.
monument to every person you've
Never really
ever
worked on
been,
it
making every choice to which
anymore.
you've
He
ever
got a lot
given
of
your
views
great
on
gift of
some
mortal
things,
and
I
yet
think.
timeless
I don't
thought?
know.
Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person?
I didn't realize you could hit it. I've been waiting
Well
for
there,
that.
sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the
Yeah.
power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45...
Just gonna keep
Stanley!
skipping them.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Oh gosh, this is getting way longer.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
Have some more. Door's gone. Do you want 4 extras or 4? Sure, if you
But they didn't
if you want.
understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said,
at least if it helps me, you know, get out there more. This is the weirdest ending ever. I'm just going.
Is never the end, 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 is...
This ending is kind of creepy. Oh crap. Most people have probably already, like, who have probably just restarted the game. Oh, wait. No. Pretty sure something in the 8th thing said something about it being like, something starts deteriorating and then, like, eventually ends with me dying. I don't want this. Uh-oh, it's nighttime. Is it? No, where's all the plants? What the heck? This is, like, getting really creepy now. Whoa, 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 that's trippy. Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. Oh. I'm out. In the middle of nowhere. Maybe they should have added sprint in that new content. Oh. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Dang
simply
it, I
missed a
think
memo.
we... New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Bet.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
You have even more new content. Okay. Let's see, maybe I can finally sprint or jump forever.
Reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this
61,
ultra
dang.
deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should
I remember
live up to
just
that
a
legacy.
bit ago, I was at 52 a couple of weeks ago.
I say we
Then I
take
hit
it
56.
one step even further.
I wish like there was more people like you and stuff that like actually watched these.
The Stanley Parable.
Oh crap! Wait though. Oh.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Dude.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
I swear.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind,
know my name
my
because
first
it's in the
addition to the
system.
game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
I was about to say,
but of course, in the final
my name
game,
ain't
this
Jim.
button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Imagine
let's
if
have you
someone...
play as Jim to really
okay.
simulate the full experience of this feature.
Hi, my name is...
I promise you'll love it.
My name is
Okay,
Jim.
here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Whoa, hold on.
No way. It said my name.
If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay.
This is a stupid button that says someone else's name.
Let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Okay. Gladly.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2.
Is your name
they
James?
will appreciate
No.
what I've created here.
I might or might not have just taken a screenshot. Bucket. Bucket. Dominic. That's my name.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
can I have the
it's
bucket?
a much more convenient solution for me than actually
Yeah.
redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the
Language
perfect solution.
narrator.
Come on, give it a try.
Yes. I have the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the
Nah,
face of
I just have a
crushing
bucket and
despair,
it's
must already
amazing.
be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go
The
on
bucket
and
is
on, don't
amazing.
they?
Yeah.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, where do I sign up? I love this bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award.
It should,
if it
yeah.
isn't already.
Change the button that says Jim. That's it. You can do anything with a bucket. The power is in your hands. It is. This is almost too much power.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Who needs a trophy? I want a trophy. Free trophy. That is rotating. Who are you? I don't know, but give me the trophy. Pull the lever, receive your new trophy. No more new steps. It just works. Okay, right now, pet.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game
Yeah.
on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever and... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
No!
I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last
No, I
satisfy
want-
the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers,
Some people
we
have
hear
this
you,
trophy, so there's
and I
something.
promise it will happen.
I'm mad. I want the trophy. So far, these new features are whack. And what else?
What other exhibits
Jump
have
circle.
you seen yet? You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already
Mouse
spent
jumps.
all your
I
jumps
think
the
the guy
first time we
accidentally
saw the
clicked on
jump
your
circle?
live broadcast.
Oh,
Maybe.
well, I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Aw. The jump circle isn't in the game yet? Jump circle's the best part. Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
I'll
I
bet.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Let's go. 1 out of 6. That's what I call game development.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Well, I would like a trophy for stuff like that, you know? I think it's time for us
Have you seen everything
to
you
leave.
wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Except sprint. I still don't get sprint.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
I am
Here
a
it is.
playtester
I give you
for
the Stanley
Parable 2 now.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
I think Stanley Parable.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all
this game
the
feels like
magic
the
of
back room
first
sometimes.
game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
What?
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Okay.
Would it possibly work? I suppose
Am I finally going to be able to play the new version?
Tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Finally. I wonder if this ending... Oh. Oh, this crap looks so much cooler, I'm not gonna lie.
This is the story of a man named
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 4.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Employee number...
Skipping anyway. Weren't those windows?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed. Stanley picked up the bucket.
I did. I did it. I picked up the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, this is way better. I have a bucket now.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
Hey,
it's
this
as
is my
clear as day.
bucket.
This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No, it
I
doesn't.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
No.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
It's my
Good for you,
bucket.
Stanley. Don't give in. Don't
Yeah, exactly.
hand over the bucket. Coming
Yeah,
to a
well.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I gotta check. Wait, I can actually open this? Let's go.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful...
Yep, I'm savoring it. Yep, I'm savoring it. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. Okay, another phone call. No. If the PS, how many... I actually have... Wait, so yeah, are you asking, like, how, like, if I, like, how many I got? Like, how many PlayStation... So... Okay, I can't say hey and then PlayStation. Apparently, that activates my thing.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Okay.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
I have
human life.
one of each. I'm
Crushed by the
confused.
weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Bucket is helping.
It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I just said 5, 2, 8, 4.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
It was that the bucket knew. Yes, the bucket is...
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, the pause is different. The sequel is now paused. I was gonna check if there's anything new for the pause.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment...
Where's the gym button? I want the gym button.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
Jump circle.
Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose.
About to beat the game with the bucket.
Room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
The viewer's probably dead. He doesn't answer at all. I guess so. We lost one. Where's the gym button?
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring
it's okay,
him
bucket.
That everything would be fine.
It's gonna be fine, bucket, okay? You're the best bucket in the world. Okay. Now let's get going,
under the
bucket.
mind control facility's influence as well?
I hope
Had the
not.
bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
I think he wants to explore the world.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket.
Pirate?
tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
What?
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Indeed. It would be sweet if you named the bucket. You're right. Gotta think of a name for him. Buck.
But here was
Perfect.
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad or content.
Buck the
Walking,
bucket.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's do this, bucket. I'm at Buck. Your name is Buck,
Stanley
not Bucket.
And the bucket waited in blackness. Was
Sorry,
it over?
Buck. Okay.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
We're gonna do it.
The two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to
I don't want a
roller
hot
skate.
cocoa
Stanley
at
wanted to
one
sneeze
point.
in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie,
Wanted
but
to
then
sneeze
stop
in
it
every
halfway
country on
through
Earth.
and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to
now
lean on,
one of my
to
life goals
trust,
is
to
to
support,
sneeze in
and
every country. Wait, what?
What? Wait. What was happening?
No.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No, this can't be
Unbearable
right.
silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even
No.
the facility
Throw
itself
the bucket.
recognized the incredible
Let him
calming
go.
presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place.
No.
Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
At least we have Buck.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
About to find out what? No. Where's Buck?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that
It's
as soon
still
as he found a
going.
new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
We're gonna have to play the game again. So it's like the longest
Stanley
game.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
Just go
that the
let's do everything
employee lounge
wrong.
was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley
Bucket
took the
was
door on his
right.
left to go back to the meeting room.
The bucket is always right.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
Okay.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Yeah,
It
I'm not
should have
questioning
alarmed
it.
him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and
He did.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
The bucket is the leader.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Let's go, bucket.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
All
Pick
right.
up the phone.
Ow. Ah, flashbang grenade.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very
They kinda do,
distressingly,
yeah.
he began to believe the bucket
I'm
could
watching the
speak
stream
to
right
him.
now and it's all late. But before they were working pretty well. Oh, we actually have a hat. Where's Buck? No. I didn't realize. No, 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 no. Oh, hey, Buck. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press X to take me to work with you, okay?
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Take me back home with you. Okay, bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Just watch TV, bucket, and go to work.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
It's my friend. Don't listen to the loud man. Yes.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Yes. No, he's not stupid. Buck is not stupid. Do ignore everyone in your life except you. Yeah.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
I
From
don't.
now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine.
Exactly. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Yes, you are
Yes, I
real,
suppose on
bucket.
closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
Exactly.
Like it would be better at
Bucket's
moving an amount of water
bucket
from
is different.
one room to another.
To relieve this same day, to live. Okay, bet.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
No, he's
Why do
not.
I feel some
He's
need
more.
to point out the ways in which it's
From the
so
glass
much
horse
more than just a regular
is
bucket?
the game is over in the place. There's a place in the beginning. When you get out there, jump off the window. The game is over.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
You didn't even know his name.
Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
I closed my eyes. Can I open them yet? Come on. Okay. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Now there's someone following me?
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Doors aren't closing behind me.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
This is nice. Where's that bucket?
No, never mind. The
No, he
bucket was
wasn't.
wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Buck,
Stanley
I
did
already
not
did
question
that.
why or how
I
this
don't
bucket
want
was
to do
speaking
that
to him.
again.
It should have alarmed him,
So,
of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
sorry,
He was firmly
Buck.
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Sorry, Buck, but I can't. You know, I just can't keep
stop.
doing...
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket
Right.
here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
This is a
Please,
bucket.
step in here for a moment. Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Screw you. Come on, that was a... Still bucket.
Item 2. Is this
What else you put?
Incorrect.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket.
It's
not
still
an
a bucket,
actual
but to be honest, I just posted at random. I don't know when. It's just more of just if I feel
Item
like
3.
it.
Is this a bucket?
Yes, it's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
It was a bucket. Let's go.
Item 4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an
That's
enormous
a
machine that
big
tills
red
the earth.
bucket.
I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Is this a bucket?
Yeah, lunch, but it's also a bucket.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is a bucket.
I know. Okay.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
I was just putting on my jacket. I haven't really been on Discord in a
Trick
while.
question. Both. Gotcha.
Dang it. It was both.
Item...
Yeah, I don't know,
hold
it's
on, I
Discord
can't find
anymore.
the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Come on, narrator. I have... Oh, there's a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here.
That's
and
a
I don't
bucket.
appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore
I can
nothing could
re-download
possibly
it.
be
I haven't.
something. Unless, in
I
your
think I
twisted
still have my
mind,
account,
have
I
you
just don't
somehow
know.
convinced
I'll have to
yourself that
figure
a
out
bucket is nothing? Answer me
the
straight,
password
Stanley.
was.
Do
I
you
think I have
believe
an
that
idea
nothing
though.
is a bucket?
If everything's a bucket, that means nothing is a bucket at the same time. But Buck, you are a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Exactly.
I've lost
Nothing is a
all
bucket.
sense of
If
perspective.
everything is a
What
bucket,
is
then
a
nothing is a
what
bucket
isn't
at the
a
same
bucket? Mere
time.
moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
No.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No, but if everything's a bucket, then we're all gonna get erased. No.
What happened? Is everything gone?
I told you everything was a bucket.
Disappear. Wait, was everything a bucket?
Yes, that's what I told you.
Everything in the game was a bucket.
I can't believe it was actually right though, but
how could? Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still
you're
here.
a bucket head.
You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes,
no, it's
I
not.
actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
It's Dominic. With a CK instead of just a C. People get that wrong all the time. I'm actually end this here and go eat lunch and then come back and start the stream up again and continue with this ending because this is long. So I will see you guys if the other guy's even watching. But I'll see you next time in probably like 10 to 30 minutes. I have no idea.